Right. They don't even understand that you don't. You know, the way we grew up, you're supposed to spend no more than 10 or 20% of what you make. You know what I'm saying? So you can have something.
Just being with him everywhere, seeing nice things all the time since I was born. So I always knew that he was doing something. I mean, I don't know, it could have been anything. So I had a fun childhood, crazy childhood.
So Big Meech just snapped on 50 Cent, and he's accusing him of flipping his own son, Lil Meech, against him. Things are getting real messy out here. If you've been keeping up, 50 and Big Meech had a major fallout after Meech linked up with Rick Ross fresh out of prison. And Lil Meech got stuck right in the middle.
He was able to do it because, you know, like financially, I was supporting the idea, and I believe you could do it. He had moved to California and was working with acting coaches, and his dad didn't know that he was actually doing that.
At first, Lil Meech tried to keep it cool and said he was still loyal to 50. But now, that tune changed fast. Both father and son are riding with Rick Ross now, and they ain't hiding it.
What's the best memory of 50 Cent?
Best memory of 50 Cent? Ever since I met 50 Cent, he's always been stand up and probably the most truthful person I've ever met.
Lil Meech got Richard Millie's Chrome Hard jeans, 10,000. I buy some Chrome Hards for 10,000? I might wear them shits for a month, bro.
Big Meech is heated because 50 recently called him out as a bad dad, saying he's been a negative influence on Lil Meech, pushing him into wild spending and bad habits. That hit deep, and now the Flannery father-son duo want payback. And word on the street, they're teaming up with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather to launch their own version of the BMF show. Yep, they want to take the whole thing back from 50, but fans aren't buying it. A lot of people think Meech and his son are getting played. Folks online are already saying what they're about to get finessed by Ross and Floyd. Some even claim these two are walking straight into a trap, about to lose whatever money they've got left. So what's the game plan? How exactly is Big Meech planning to get back at 50? And what did 50 Cent really say about Meech's parenting? Let's get into the details. Big Meech ain't letting anyone drag his name. After 50 shaded his parenting and called him a bad influence, the BMF legend is ready to strike back.
And from the hood to Hollywood, that you gotta have, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you getting it, you know what I'm saying? See, people never seen how I really put it down, because unless you were part of that, I'm not gonna let you see that. The only thing you're gonna see is us enjoying ourselves. That's what you're supposed to.
When 50 cut off Lil Meech and started throwing hints that the BMF show might be canceled, Lil Meech didn't wait long to switch up either. Lil Meech didn't waste a second trying to fix things with 50 Cent. He hit him up directly, hoping to keep things cool. He told 50 that the photo of Big Meech and Rick Ross, the one that started this whole storm, was strictly business. Lil Meech even texted 50 saying, F Ross, but he gave my dad some bread so he can pay his bills until our next season starts. This internet ish is throwing me off, man. You know me in real life. But 50 wasn't having it. He fired back with zero sympathy and basically told Lil Meech he's done with BMF. 50 replied, "What next season, little ninja?" Then he really turned up the heat. 50 jumped on social media and clowned Lil Meech hard, saying he fumbled the bag big time. He even joked that since Meech lost his spot on BMF, he might as well join Love and Hip Hop, Atlanta. 50 wrote, "I'll give Mona Scott a call for him later today." Ouch. But 50 wasn't finished. He circled back to Big Meech and Rick Ross, this time coming for their parenting. And he brought receipts. 50 dug up some old clips of Lil Meech and Rick Ross's daughter, Toy Roberts, from when they used to date, and used it to take more jabs at both families. He blasted Ross for not doing anything for the Flannery family while Big Meech was locked up.
Meech and Lil Meech looks like they are officially partners with Floyd Mayweather. Now they're being very tight-lipped about the venture, but my guess is it is going to be big. Floyd Mayweather is a very, very competitive person, and he will pull out all the stops in his attempt to beat 50 Cent.
50 said, "Why old boy ain't look out for Meech and send him to acting school?" Big screech. "All your people on the outside didn't do nothing for him. You come home thinking you the Black Pablo Escobar and messed him up." Then 50 reminded everyone loud and clear, he's the one who held down the Flannery family while Big Meech was behind bars. And now, he wants his credit. 50 Cent didn't hold back. He claimed Lil Meech blew through all the cash he made from the BMF show. 50 said straight up, "I helped your family make over $5 million legit dollars. It's not my fault, it's all gone now." Some fans came at 50, saying he moved too fast, cutting Lil Meech off just cause Big Meech linked up with Rick Ross. But others, they said 50 had every right to feel played, especially after everything he did for the Flannery family. Even folks in the industry started weighing in, and Boosie had something to say. He wasn't feeling the way Lil Meech replied to 50 in that private message. According to Boosie, Meech was way too calm and respectful after 50 disrespected his dad like that. Boosie made it clear, if someone came at his pops like that, he would have lost it on the spot. But 50 wasn't staying quiet. He clapped back at Boosie too, saying he's done more for Lil Meech than Big Meech ever did. 50 even posted a clip from Boosie's interview and wrote, "I did more for Meech than anyone in his life." Boosie, that's why he responded like that. If he gets locked up, I'm the first one he calls. Then he hit even harder, saying he's bailed Meech out every time.
Yeah. So look, I do want to do a BMF film because you've been entertained by a lackluster, small budget series. Now it's time to do a big budget film. Which director? Shout out to my homie F. Gary Gray, Antoine Foucault, what's up? Tarantino, it's a lot of legends. This is gonna be big, I can feel it. I'm just talking.
And that's not even the half of it. 50 also revealed that he once paid for Lil Meech to go to rehab after finding out he was hooked on whippets. That's laughing gas. He said he did it to protect him and keep him focused. In another Instagram post, 50 laid out why things really went left between him, Big Meech, and Lil Meech. And this time, he pointed the finger at jealousy. He hinted that Big Meech didn't like how close 50 and Lil Meech got while he was locked up. And that's when the tension started building. 50 Cent kept spilling all the tea. And this time, he got real personal. He posted, "I thought about it. I think he was uncomfortable with me and Meech's relationship. I'm telling Meech don't do something, and he's telling him he used to do X like it's cool. I told Meech to chill and stop blowing money, and his dad out here bragging about how much he wasted." Then 50 dropped a bomb. He said he had to send Lil Meech to rehab. According to 50, actor Russell Hornsby noticed something was off. Meech was high on set, even threw up during a weapons test. Ian later told 50 that Meech had a stash of whippets in his truck. 50 said, "I asked, what the F is a whippet? Then I saw it was that stuff used in baby guns." That's when 50 knew it was bad. But instead of backing down, Big Meech and Lil Meech are pushing back harder than ever. And they're making some bold moves just to spite 50. They've officially pledged loyalty to Rick Ross, the same Ross Lil Meech swore he didn't care about in that message to 50 just weeks ago. Now they're standing side by side like it's all love, and it doesn't stop there. They brought in Floyd Mayweather too. Yep, Floyd, one of 50's biggest rivals.
Elliot charged me $200,000 just for this Cuban. This Cuban is like 1,100 grams. It's chunky, real big. I really can't have this on for longer than 3-4 hours. My neck started hurting. You know, you might find a regular Cuban for 50 or for 100 maybe, but you know, it's 200 just for a kilo.
What's the pendant cost?
3 just for the pendant. Right here, this is Antarctica. It's the big boy. This is what Christine called it, Antarctica. It's the chandelier. I might have seen DJ Khaled with this on. It's that big boy, you know.
How much is it worth?
$2 million.
Lil Meech was spotted in Miami recently with Ross and Floyd. And just to make sure 50 saw it loud and clear, he posted pics with them both, captioned with "Real Power," a direct shot at 50's Power franchise. Then just days later, Lil Meech dropped another post, this time linking up with Big Meech and Floyd again. No words, just a shushing emoji. That had everyone online talking like they're cooking something up for real. Now the streets are buzzing with rumors. People saying Big Meech and Lil Meech might be launching a new business together. But what is it? And is it really about success or just revenge? Right now, nobody really knows what Big Meech and his son are plotting with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather. But the streets are buzzing. Some sources are saying they might be cooking up a new show or movie about the Black Mafia family, completely separate from 50 Cent's BMF series on Stars. Just a few weeks back, Ross even went public saying he's ready to produce his own BMF movie. But there's a big problem. Ross might want to slow down on that idea real quick, because if he wants to do anything official with the BMF name, he's got to go through 50 first. Word is, 50 owns the TV and film rights to the BMF story. And according to TMZ, that's not changing anytime soon. No matter how messy things get with Big Meech and his son, 50 still holds the keys. And to make things even wilder, 50's G-Unit film division is already moving forward. They're working on Tammy Cowan's life story and planning to take the BMF saga to a whole new level. With all this going on, a lot of folks are switching sides and backing 50. Meanwhile, they're calling out Lil Meech for fumbling the biggest opportunity of his life. Insiders are saying he blew through every dime he made from BMF, millions, without investing anything. Lil Meech allegedly dropped the bag on designer fits and iced out jewelry like it was nothing. He flexed hard on social media, showing off custom chrome hearts jeans and bragging about spending $2 million on a diamond-encrusted watch. Reports say he blew through over $5 million, all on cars, clothes, and shine. Not one smart move for his future.
Still trying to find myself. My dad was calling me from jail every day. He was like, man, what you gonna do? I'm like, shit, I don't know. I always knew I wanted to be my own person. It's just hard, to live up to my dad's name. And he called me one day, he's like, man, they looking at Terrence Howard and Nipsey Hussle, and I don't know if you're gonna be able to play me, but you gotta go to acting class so you can get ready. So I met 50. 50 put me in acting class for 2 years in LA. Invested in me, paid for the acting class. I had to go every day, two times a day, 5 days a week. In the morning, in the afternoon, come back home, study again, do the same thing the next day.
Wow, and a ball player.
Yeah, but I put in the work though, and it showed me that 50 couldn't get me the job. I had to get myself the job. My dad couldn't get me the job. They would have hired somebody else that already had acting experience. I had no experience.
No businesses, no savings, nothing locked in. Even Tony Yayo had to speak on it. He said Lil Meech was acting real entitled, even going around asking rappers like Lil Baby to help his dad financially, all while turning around and dropping $100,000 on jeans. People couldn't believe it. What makes all this even wilder is that Lil Meech himself once admitted that before linking up with 50 Cent, he was lost. No plan, no direction, no clue what his next move would be. But 50 saw potential and gave him a shot when nobody else did. He took Meech under his wing, paid out of pocket for 2 years of acting lessons, and molded him into a star. Let's not forget, 50 didn't have to do that. He could have hired a trained actor, saved money, and kept it moving. But instead, he bet big on Lil Meech. You'd think after getting the kind of opportunity most people only dream of, Lil Meech would have stayed locked in and loyal. But nah, it's like he thought the luxury life would last forever, with folks just handing him bags for free. At first, when the drama between 50 and Big Meech kicked off, fans had Meech Jr.'s back. They felt bad for him, saying he shouldn't be punished for his dad's beef. Some even dragged 50 for cutting him off so fast. But now, that sympathy's fading fast. After Lil Meech popped out with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, two of 50's biggest rivals, and started flexing like everything's sweet, fans started turning on him. He went from underdog to being seen as ungrateful real quick. It's especially shady because not long ago, Lil Meech was trashing Ross in private messages, telling 50 he didn't rock with him at all and was riding with him. Now he's suddenly posted up with Ross and Floyd like they're family. To top it all off, these new whispers about Big Meech and Lil Meech teaming up with Ross and Floyd to launch a new BMF movie are already rubbing fans the wrong way. People are saying it's messy, fake, and just straight up disrespectful, especially after everything 50 did for them. Now here's the twist that's got everybody talking. Turns out Big Meech might not even own his own life story anymore. Word is, he already signed over those rights to Tammy Cowan's, the same woman who helped bring 50 Cent's BMF series to life on Stars. So if that's true, then legally, Tammy controls the whole story, not Big Meech. Which means if Meech and his son are really planning to drop their own version of BMF with Rick Ross and Floyd Mayweather, they might be in for a legal mess. Would they have to buy the rights back? Or are they planning to twist the narrative and go in a completely different direction? Or maybe, just maybe, this whole move is really just to get under 50's skin after all the smoke that's gone down lately? Now we want to hear from you. Was 50 Cent right for calling out Big Meech as a bad influence on Lil Meech? And what do you think about this new alliance with Ross and Floyd? Is this a boss-level play or a setup for disaster? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to see it. Hit that bell so you don't miss what's coming next, because you know it's about to get even messier. See you in the next one.